But one thing I did notice is the DeBartolos bought the 49ers, and that was the change of the 49ers, the way they did business. And the number one hire was Bill Walsh, was for the San Francisco 49ers, and he was from Stanford University, the same as John Lynch and as many other coaches who have coached within the 49ers, Jim Harbaugh. They come from Stanford. So, but nevertheless, seeing Bill Walsh take the team and to have us beat Tampa Bay as I was at that game. And one of the things I noticed is I've seen all of it, the catch. I've seen everything that could happen in a game. I was there. And the love for the 49ers grew as Bill Walsh began to grow the team. And in 1981, after Bill Walsh had the team, he brought in, and the 49ers went on and won the Super Bowl. And that was the standard that the NFL lived by. And if that was the standard that the NFL lived by, that's the standard I live for by in my life. Because in San Francisco, we had a parade. And when we went to the parade changed everybody's life in San Francisco because we had a standard that the 49ers set. The 49ers, as I continued to go on and watch Joe Montana, I remember being at the game as they trotted in Joe Montana to replace Steve DeBerg. And from that day on, 49ers fans never looked back as to what it meant to be a champion and be a winning organization. Being a 49er fan meant that you stood for equality, as Eddie DeBartolo stood to make sure he treated every player on the 49ers the best he could. And one of the things I really noticed is Jed York was shaking hands, and no one understood that. Why was he doing that? Jed York was apologizing because the standard of the 49ers being born and raised is much higher than what was displayed this year. But being a fan of the Niners, meaning you were the fan of being the best at everything you did. And Bill Walsh took the team and became the best on offense and the best on defense. And being a fan and being young, 14, 15, 16, understanding that you could be number one in defense and number one in offense, and he did that in collaboration with George Seifert. And they stayed, they didn't always agree, but they stayed together because he believed 100% that George Seifert could run that defense.